Hi everyone, I hope everyone is well. Pull up my pants. Falling down as usual. Okay, so I am doing this video. Let me sit up. Okay, I got my fan blowing right here, so it's blowing my hair everywhere. But anyways, the reason why I came on today is I have not yet received my baby, my silicone baby, and I've got Brandon Brady right here. I'm spending time with Brandon today. Well, anyways, I was supposed to receive my silicone baby on Monday. So I didn't get her Monday. I didn't get her Tuesday. I didn't get her Wednesday. So I contacted the doll seller. She looked up where she was at. She happened to be in customs in the UK. So I had to sign some papers to have her released to me. So that's what I did on Wednesday. I went to FedEx and I signed some papers because they faxed them over to her, and then we felt them out together, and then she faxed them back over to them and said that my baby would be released. My baby would be released if there's no problems, and that I should get her by tomorrow. So that meant Thursday I would get her. I didn't receive her Thursday, so I called FedEx again. FedEx told me that they'd have a tracking number, so I put in the tracking number for her. And they said that she would be here at 10 o'clock this morning. Well, 10 o'clock came, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, and no word. So I called FedEx, and FedEx said, well, it shows in our records that she is on her way to Michigan. She was on her way to Michigan. And they don't know what the holdup is. So anyways, the lady ended up calling someone else that could better provide me with more information on where my baby is at this point. So she contacted me. She's from Memphis, Tennessee, and she said that she is held up in customs there. I said, okay, why is she in customs again? I just signed the papers, and I was supposed to receive her today at 10 o'clock. Well, according to our records, you're going to have to call FedEx again, because they have more information about your baby than we do here. I'm just telling you that she's back in customs. Something happened and they put her back in customs, so you need to call FedEx and find out why she was put back in customs, because according to our record, that's where she is. Okay, so I called FedEx. They finally got to the bottom of it. An hour after I talked to the lady from Tennessee, she told me that they had released her within an hour after talking to her. So the baby, my silicone baby, is on her way to Michigan. She will be here on Monday. Well, actually, she'd be here on Saturday, but FedEx does not deliver on the weekends, according to them. So I will get her Monday. They didn't say what time, and I needed a signature, and I told them I already know I need a signature for her, that I have to be home and I have to be the one to sign for her, because that's the way the seller wanted it to be. She already had it in the papers for me to to get her and have to sign for her. So she knows that I got her. Well, I was telling her what was going on today, and she was like, oh my God, Customs is the worst people you ever want to. She said I should have just sent her through regular mail instead of through FedEx. I didn't know that you were going to have so much trouble getting her, and I've never heard of them putting them back in Customs again. Well, they did her. So she'll be arriving in Auburn Hills sometime Saturday and then delivered to me on Monday, according to what I was told. And the tracking number, even though I put that tracking number in, it's still going to tell me that she's going to arrive today. Even if I went in and called FedEx today and I put the tracking number in, it's going to tell me that she is being delivered today. Because that's an automated system, and it's going to keep, because that's what they have in the computer, in the system. They haven't upgraded it or updated it yet on my baby, so that's what I'm going to get. So there's no point in calling it, because that's what I'll get. My baby's going to be delivered tomorrow. That's what it'll tell me. And then if I don't get her on Monday, I swear to God, I'm going to go off. I'm going to lose it. I already told the seller, I said I'm going to lose it if I don't get her on Monday. I mean, this is ridiculous. I have never waited this long for a baby to arrive. This is 2 weeks. And I have never waited that long for a baby. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And she's upset because I haven't got her yet. And, when I should have had her on Monday. It only takes 5 days for me to get her. So, anyways, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I get her. And then John is going to be getting a brother. So I did purchase his brother today on eBay. So he's going to have a little brother. So my toddler collection will be completed. I have my 2 girls and my 2 boys. So that made me happy. And of course, this little sunshine right here, Mom, holding him and spending time with him, because I miss having my silicone that I was supposed to have last Monday. I mean, it's hard to explain, when you're expecting something, and this is an expensive silicone. It's not, she wasn't cheap. And, I was making a joking matter with a doll seller. I said, she's a very nice lady. And she has been so patient. She's been working with me to try to figure out where she's at and all this. And she said she could not believe when she looked it up that she went back into Customs. Like, what is wrong with these people? And what do they need now? And all this and that. But anyways, I told her, I said, well, maybe they opened up the box and they were having so much fun with her that they don't want to give her to me. And she laughed back. Yeah, she's a beautiful baby. So yeah, I could see them not wanting to give her to you. So yeah, we made a joke out of it. At least we got to laugh about it. But still, it's a serious problem when, that baby is not theirs. They didn't pay for it. I did. And I've just been waiting forever for her. And so hopefully I get her on Monday, because I'm going to raise some heck if I don't get her. Yeah, yes, I know. My goodness, yeah, you tell him. You tell him I've been waiting such a long time. And he sees how upset Mommy is. Like, honestly, he does. He knows when I'm upset. So I've got my babies, and I lost my Latino. She passed away. I tried to get her into a vet. Around here, there is hardly any places you can go for a bird. There's nobody who takes on birds or, you know, so I couldn't get her in. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. And then at least she went peacefully. I was holding her every night. She was having trouble breathing, and I told them that. I even tried to get someone to come. They have what they call a mobile, oh God, what is it called? Mobile pets. And what they do is they come to your house in an emergency situation. And this happened to be emergency for me because my bird was having trouble breathing. And, oh, well, I'm sorry, we don't take birds. And besides, you would just have to take it to the vet anyways. We don't have anything to treat the bird with. So, by the time I found a veterinarian to take her to, which would be real far away, and have to travel far away, and we don't even know where we were going to go because my niece was going to go with me. It was her bird first, and then she gave her to me. And because she could no longer take care of her, she had passed away. And it's so frustrating. It really is. It's just, it just gets on your last nerves, you know. And then you have people on here, you know, I've just been going through the roof lately. You know, I lost my bird, and then I'm very upset that Nana Helen isn't feeling that well. I'm very close to Nana Helen. I'm also close to Nana and Papa, and she's lost 3 people in her life very quickly. Her husband, her grandson, and now her son. And you know, there's just so many people that you never know what people are going through behind closed doors. And Lori, she's having difficulties as well. And there's several others, and I can't even remember all their names. It's just a long list of people. So if people will pray that, you know, they get the help they need and help Nana and Papa get through this. I always call her Nana and Papa, even though Papa's gone. When she replies back to me, she says from Nana and Papa. So I do not leave Papa out of my conversations with her, because she knows that he is with her. And I tell her that all the time, even though he may not be here with you, but he is with you in spirit and in mind. And so just keep believing that he is with you. And she's so dear to me. She has the kindest things to say to me all the time. She loves my comments. She sincerely says that I am such a truthful person, because when I pray for somebody, I pray, and I pray for them on the video to prove that I do. A lot of people can say that they pray, and then they just get off the camera and that's it. They forget. And it's not intentionally. It's just that they forget. I do it because I don't want to forget. And I will forget. If I get off the video and I get my mind on something else, I will forget. That's why I do it during videos. I always pray for people on their video. So I prayed with her there. So she's already, God bless my heart, she said, you are the most loving, honest person I've ever met. You know, I think, you know, a lot of people, when they watch their videos, should say a prayer so they know that you are praying for them. That's what I do. Even Vicky with Lori, I prayed on her channel, and I told Vicky to tell her that I prayed for her on her channel. I don't know if I'm subscribed to Lori or not. I did donate. Unfortunately, I just can't do any more right now. I just paid for a silicone. I just paid for a reborn toddler doll. So yeah, I really can't. I was so upset with FedEx that I just went on eBay and I just bought him. Because I was so upset that I didn't receive my baby yet. So yeah, them hearing it on their own video, and them praying with you just makes a whole bit of difference. It really does. And I believe in prayer. I am a true believer in prayers. I believe God does heal people. I believe God does help people who have been tragically informed of such horrible things. Just a whole bunch of stuff. I believe that God does help. I don't necessarily believe in spirits or ghosts. I'm sorry, I've never seen one. I believe once you die, you either go to heaven or hell. That's my beliefs. And nobody has to believe in what I believe in, but that's the way I was raised all my life. But I do believe that God lets her husband visit her, just like I believe God lets my husband visit me. So, yeah. And my husband died years ago. So, yeah. I believe that he does visit me. He's not with me all the time, but I do believe he does visit me, and God gives, lets her get visits from him. And I'm sure that he's visiting her now after he already knows his son's with him. He knows that his grandson's with him, and I know that he and them are visiting her. I believe that with all my heart, that they are with her and they are crying with her, helping her through this. I truly believe that. So I wanted to give the good and the bad news, and that's for people. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. You really don't. And from what I hear, there's quite a few people that are sick. So please pray for them. I can't mention all their names. I can't even remember them. I'm not good at remembering names, period. But if you know who they are, say a little prayer on their video that you watch. That's what I do, to let people know I am there for them. I am praying for you, and here's my proof. Instead of talking about I'm praying for you, I literally do pray. I say the prayer. Some videos, if I don't know the person and people are requesting prayers for other people, I will say I am praying for them. But I don't put a prayer in that because I don't know the person. And I'd rather know the person and know who I'm praying for than, yeah. So that's how it works. Yeah, you're getting kind of heavy, aren't you, baby boy? Yeah, he needs some rooting. Yes, he does, really bad. He sure does. He needs some rooting. So I want to get off the subject of him. Of that, because I don't want to get upset and cry. I've been so upset since Monday. Because when I first started putting the tracking number in, it wasn't no record of it, and I thought, oh my God, I've been scammed. And the reason why they didn't have any record of it is because she put it through FedEx instead of, so it wouldn't go to the it wouldn't have went through that way. They wouldn't have been able to look it up that way. So it wasn't through UPS or that type of stuff. So yeah, but I'm just holding little Mr. Brandon and spending some time with him. And I hope everybody's having a good day. My day's been good so far, except for being upset about not receiving my baby today. And so, because I didn't receive her, I was so upset. So I went on eBay and I just ordered brother for John. He's thrilled. He's thrilled to death. He's a very cute boy. I can't wait till I get him. Now I'll have my toddlers. My collection for my toddlers. 2 girls and 2 boys. That's all I need. I don't need any more. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting him and her. And John is overjoyed that he's getting a brother finally, because he's been beating me up with it. He's just been asking mommy all the time, "Where's my brother? Where's my brother? Where's my brother?" Soon, John, soon you're gonna get a brother. And so he is just tinkle pink. He can't wait. I am not gonna have, I will have Phoebe, and I will have Phoebe and Teddy in it with John, because it is a surprise for John, and he knows that he's expecting his brother. So they all 4 will be in the video. When I do the box opening, all 3 of them will be in my video, because they're just as excited for John as I am and as he is. Okay, so I guess that's all I'm going to talk about. I hope everybody has a good day. I didn't want to make this a long video. I wanted to kind of rest a little bit and watch some TV, because I had just been so upset today over not getting her today. It really upset me, and stuff. And I got up earlier than usual because I was expecting her and all this and that and blah blah blah. And it's just, and Taken knows I'm upset. And then I lost my bird because I couldn't get her into a bird hospital around Michigan, which they should have them. I mean, they sell pets and birds. They have pet stores all over the place in Michigan, and there's birds sold, rabbits, guinea pigs, and they don't have no pet. They don't have any veterinarians that take care of them. Go figure. So I ended up losing my bird. So now I just have big boy, Tanka, over there. So he loves getting the attention that he's been getting, because, before Chloe died, I was holding her every day before I went to bed up on my chest, and she would just sit here and just want to be petted. And I would just pet her neck very softly and gently. If I got a little rough, she would let me know it. And then I would put her gently back in her cage. She would go right to the bottom and just sit down. She cut up some of the newspaper that I have down in the bottom of her cage. She chewed some of that paper up so her feet could go down further, and she would just lay down right there. And when I found her, she was in that laying position with her feet down, and she just went peacefully. I don't think she was in any pain or anything like that. I've had a lot of birds in my life. I've had doves, I've had other cockatiels, and parakeets, and all types of birds. And when they passed, their wings were all spread out like they were scared to death, and then they were laying in there like they were frightened, and their wings were spread out. She had her wings together, and she just laid her head down and went peacefully. So I think she just went in her sleep. But yeah, I had a cockatiel named Ozziette, Piley. I had Nemo and Tilly, which Nemo and Tilly, they were also cockatiels. These are how many birds I've had in my lifetime. So Tilly and Nemo and Freckles, because my bird was he was a cockatiel. I like cockatiels better than I did any other parakeets. But Tilly and Nemo went into a farm. I gave them up because I at that time I wasn't on Social Security at the time that I had them, and my mom had to pay for the food and the water and everything for them, and so I decided, well, I'm just gonna, my mom had doves. She was breeding doves. Had cockatiels. We were breeders of cockatiels, and what we would do is we would go to the pet store and exchange food and supplies like toys and stuff like that we needed in exchange for the baby cockatiels, and then they would sell them for $99 to up to $100 and lower $89. So but we just got overpopulated with birds that we just had to start getting rid of some of them, and our doves were having doves after doves after doves. The pet store was so full with doves they couldn't take anymore, so we took them over to a lovely farm that has kids come and join every year for summer camp, and they get to hold them as long as they're tame, where they don't have to train them. They get to hold them and pet them and stuff, and our birds were all trained. So obviously when you're raising birds, you have to train, they're used to human hands, so they get used to you. And it just got to be way overwhelming for my mom and I. So I gave up Freckles. I gave up my 2 doves. I had a set that was breeding Otso and having babies left and right. And my mom had a set that were having babies left and right. Doves, you don't want to ever breed doves. You'll never get rid of all their babies because they have them left and right. They're not even fully grown before they had laid some more eggs, and they're mating and having more babies before those are even full grown. So yeah, it's overwhelming. So anyways, so Freckles and Nemo, Tilly, Freckles, and my 2 white doves, Cloudy was the one, and Sunshine, I believe, was my other one. They all went, those are my cockatiels that I had, those went, and then my 2 doves that I had, they went to the farm. And of course Ozzyette was an earlier bird, and she was old in age. I've had all different color cockatiels, all different colors, and my birds. So I had her. She died. I can't think of my other bird's name. That was with Ozzyette. I got them as a pair. Ozzyette happened to be a female, and the other one was a male. But my male couldn't even get close to Ozzyette. She would attack the male all the time. So they weren't a good mate. They weren't good matches. And then I had Piley. And those were the 3 of my birds that died. And when I found them dead, their wings were spread out like they had a heart attack, and their wings were like stretched out like this, and they were laying down face down, and their beak was down in between so I think they got startled somehow, or I always found them dead in the morning, so I don't know what happened to them at night. It's hard to say what happens to birds at night when you're sleeping. And I had a fan going, so I didn't hear anything. So, and I cover up all my birds with blankets, so they don't never get the air from my fan because I cover them up. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I wanted to discuss with you guys. Hopefully I get my baby Monday. I don't know when I'm going to get my toddler baby. I'm going to look that up in a little bit. I'm going to get on Facebook and watch some other videos because I'm trying to catch up I have been watching some videos and commenting, but it is really hard to get to everybody every day. And so I'm gonna do that, and I'm getting really tired, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna spend some time with Brandon here, yeah, just spend a little bit more time with him, and then I'm gonna put him to bed, and then I'm gonna watch a little TV, unwind a little bit because I had been so upset today, and now I'm trying to cool off. And I don't even have the heat on in my room. And it's 82. It was 83. Now it's 82. So it's going down. So, yeah. I hope everybody has a wonderful and great day. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get notifications whenever I do a video, push the bell button twice. You'll get notifications whenever I do a video. And, yeah. Bless all these people. God bless all these people who are in, situations. Please pray for them. As basic, I don't want to talk about it too much because Nana and them are very close to me. I consider them as really good friends, and I don't want to cry. And that's why I'm trying to make this video fast so I don't bawl, because when I watched her video, I just bawled like a baby while trying to pray at the same time. So yes, if you go in and see her video of her talking about it, you will see my prayer in there. So yeah, I'm gonna watch a couple of videos like I said, and maybe one or two more. That's all I can put in for tonight. And then yeah, hopefully by Monday I'll have a video of a box opening. She's on her way. She's coming. Look at this big old belly. I'm going to have her anytime soon. You see that big belly? Yeah, Mama's going to have a baby real soon here. Yupper. So, God willing, yes, that baby's coming soon. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, love you guys. Bye.